everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And so for the Grizzlies, their last game, a loss to the Jazz. O'Neal is double. Durant with the steal. Back to Doncic. Gasol wide open. He fires. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Glancing at the players on these roster scores, we see some elite guards on both teams.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the nice thing is these guards are both playmakers and scorers, and the teams rely heavily on their productivity.
Battier with the steal. To the paint. Double team on Adebayo. Gasol. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Gasol's got his second basket of the night.
This guy has such incredible touch in the mid-range. There isn't a shot Marc Gasol can't make.
Doncic left side. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Love up top. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Out to Thompson. From deep. Drills it from outside.
Well, nice play by Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters in the catch-and-shoot game.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. That's 7 points for Marc Gasol. Here's Kuzi. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. They get Marc Gasol.
And Kuzi, just an all-around talent, superb passer who also rebounds well at his position. And guess what, folks? He can also score with the best of them.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Bob Cousy. First personal foul. First team foul.
The Grizzlies with the lead. Pass to Durant. And here's Gasol outside. And the rebound goes to Duke.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Here's Kuzi. And the dunk by O'Neal.
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible.
And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there in the defense. Duke shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Kicks it out to Love. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Memphis trailing here. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Gasol up top. Kept alive. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with them. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
On the wing, Doncic. Still without a basket. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's Kuzi. Out to Thompson. To the middle. Just 5 on the clock. And O'Neal gets it to go.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
And here is Doncic. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Gasol. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
I love the face-up game of Marc Gasol. Such a good shooter.
Here's Kuzi. They get it back. Inside. Here's O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
Oh, how about the up fake there, Kev? Worked like a charm and gave him a clear lane to the basket.
GA, that is one of the prettiest moves out there if you can pull it off, and he did.
Fearless, as always. Doncic loves to fill it up from deep.
It's stolen by Adebayo. And here's the fast break. Adebayo leading the way. Left side, Gasol. Patty outside. Pass to Doncic. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Kuzi. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Duke out in front, leading 16. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Duke.
I like how they work the ball inside, getting folks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Granger outside. And the 3 off target. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and a Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Screen by Hartenstein. Down low. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Rondo's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Back to Morant. Outside, Dort. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Grizzlies. In the corner, Granger with it. Pass to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. And the rebound goes to Duke.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Here's Jordan. Kicks it out to Granger. Jordan the screen. A 3-ball. The Grizzlies with another miss. Duke leading by 3. Here's Morant. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Hartenstein.
The word you hear most about Granger is efficient. Good from mid-range, draws a lot of fouls, can score even when the D has all of his attention. And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Screen by Hartenstein. Hamilton. And count it from 19 feet away. Hamilton's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is really what Hamilton does so well. A premier mid-range scorer who just finds ways to create space for that shot. You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Morant with the steal. Pass to Dort. Hamilton outside. And Granger comes over to help. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk him. He doesn't think twice about it.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. You can see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, Hartenstein sees a path to the rim and does not hesitate.
Rondo drives in. Count it.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
Here's Morant.
Wow. The pretty dunk brings down the house.
Gracious.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Morant left side. From past the arc. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
And it's Stojakovic missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
A shot by Starks, no good. Duke leading by 4 to the middle. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Sometimes in this league, you just have to be patient. Isaiah Hartenstein, a second-round pick, he has now become an invaluable asset to his team.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Nobody near Granger. 6 the three-pointer. Granger's got 8 points. From the baseline. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Duke out in front, leading by just 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Memphis trailing here. Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Gasol. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Kuzi. Now O'Neal. Here's Kuzi. There's the three. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside, Gasol. Back to KD. For the lead. Rebound Love.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Pass to O'Neal. Oh, the size and the force of Shaquille O'Neal.
We have gotten used to this kind of dominance from Shaq. He just knows how to take over games.
Here's Gasol. The quick look, no good that time.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
Here's Rice. No scoring in this one. Here's Shaq. Oh, and the dunk by Shaq.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
The Grizzlies trailed by 6. And here's Doncic from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Here's Shaq. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
Marc Gasol in the catch-and-shoot game. Okay, we see you, Mark.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, thanks a lot. Kevin Durant talks about the key to his longevity, and he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at, and if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Back to you guys.
Truly the love for the game. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
Well, get off your feet and send it home, Klay Thompson.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Gasol a screen. Adebayo, that's a 2-pointer. Gets a very good look and converts. Duke leading by 6. Here's Kuzi. Pass to O'Neal. Shoots over Gasol. Rejected by Gasol.
What defensive instincts. What timing by Marc Gasol. Nice block.
Inside. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. The Grizzlies trailed by 4. Doncic outside. Over in the corner, Gasol. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Gasol's got 14 points for the game.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
1:12 left to play in the third. Kuzi. Pass to Rice. Here's O'Neal. Controls in the paint.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
At the top of the key, Durant. Gasol's shot is good. He's got 16.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Kuzi. Pass to Love. Clock at 6. Duke needs to get off a shot. Kuzi can't hit.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Kevin Durant, bullseye, money on the 3.
A nice rhythm jump shot for Kevin Durant. How many of those do you think he's taken in his lifetime?
O'Neal. Pass to Kuzi. Here's Shaq. And Shaq with the slam.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. They get Marc Gasol.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Good on the second free throw.
It should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground.
49.
Duke out in front. They lead by 1. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Duke has possession. It's a 1-point game. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Now starts. Pass to Stojakovic. Shoots it. Here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment in this game. You have to be on the same page.
Rondo with the ball. Granger outside. There's the triple. Trains the three-pointer.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Morant left side. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Rondo drives in. Here's Jordan. What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Wow, looks like 2017 when DeAndre came home with the dunk contest trophy. Makes it look easy there.
And Dort stays with it.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Jordan. Banked in off the glass. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Over in the corner, Dort. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
It's Morant in the corner. Stojakovic with it. Now guarded by Porter. And here's Rondo. Floats one. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And Duke has possession. Here's Morant. Here's Hartenstein. Morant outside. With the floater. In the center of things, Morant.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Now Jordan.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Duke.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game. And this is why they feed the ball to Kevin Love in these circumstances. He's so comfortable making big-time shots.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Here's O'Neal. So they foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Three, good.
And a seasoned player like Love thrives when the stakes are high. He's always ready to step up and deliver.
Kevin Durant. Good. Durant from way past the arc.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Now O'Neal. Stolen by Durant. Doncic. O'Neal there for the rebound. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
And 101 left to play here in the fourth. Now Love. Just 5 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Memphis. Good looking screen by Gasol.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team. How bad do you want it? Right now, it's all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
Outside Durant. To tie it up. It's good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
O'Neal. It falls.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Stripped away. And so it's Duke winning this one. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that about wraps it up.
did. Can't get this sauce again. Gave them a head start this time. Lost again. Never gave them. I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them. We ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost. I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth. We in the kitchen. Let her cook. Woo. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying. Woo. Let me cook.
I'm pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city. It's like Lou, ayy. I pull up designer, he want my. He call out the like Lou, ayy.
Goofies ain't getting no. I'm rocking on Gucci like ayy. Quit thinking I'm stupid. That owe me, that knew me like look, ayy. Yeah, 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 look.
Name another with a flow like this.
Can't nobody do the go like this.
With a glow like this.
And a like this.
Can't nobody drop it low like this.
Get dough like this.
10 toes like this.
Hit 'em with the finger roll like this.
Can I roll right quick?
Can I blow right